Okay, babies, I gotta go check on the worms. You can stay here while I watch your little brother. You're watching your brother? Okay, we're gonna go check on the worms together. Okay, so we're back to our Monday scheduled feeding here. And I have more than a little food ready to share with our worm friends. For those of you who haven't checked out the most recent video, it's going to be an interesting check-in here because earlier last week, essentially a week ago, when I went to feed these guys, I noticed that I would say probably two of their big feedings still had food remnants. Oh, brothers, look how big he's getting, you guys. Okay, anyways. So I opted to just feed them like a very, very little bit and then let them sit and try and work through some of the food that they had in there. So for all I know, I might not even feed them anything, but that means that it's been, a little bit here since they've gotten some good feeding. And speaking of eating, the boys are eating their own food. Good boy, Wally. Good boy, Moose. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God, you guys, this seems silly, but for them to eat their own food at the same time, miracles are happening. And also, if you need some more puppy cuteness, I have the link to our Instagram for the doggos down below, but it's at our Fluffy Wally on Instagram, and Moose is obviously on there too, but the handles are Fluffy Wally. Okay, anyways, worms. I also need to take a look-see at the bottom tier because it's been several weeks since that has been checked into, and I'm curious to see what's down there. And also, after I started migrating everybody to the top tier, I forgot that you're supposed to take stuff from the bottom tier and put it on the top tier to help it jumpstart the process. So, oopsie doopsies. Been a little tired apparently. Now I think before I feed this layer and make it heavier, I'm just gonna pick it up and put it on my handy dandy freezer chest right behind us, which you can't see, but you have to go with me. It's there. And then we'll check and see how they're doing. But I don't want to fill it up with food while moving it. Okay, first, okay. Not as much activity there, so that's good. Hoping that means that they moved everybody. Or everybody moved something. Oops. Oh, hey, Moose. Thanks, baby. All right, well, this is interesting. Let's get in here. All right, so there's a little bit of an avocado peel here. It looks like some of the potato peel. Oh, hey, bye. Okay, there's still some friends here. Cool. Definitely still very wet. Oh, there's still friends down here working. Oh, there's still a lot of friends down here working. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are a few friends here. Okay. How you doing, guys? You want to come up to the party upstairs? Okay, so it looks like we got some very old Brussels sprouts. Oh, they still got food out here. Okay, that's why they're still friends here. I mean, we got some potato peelings, it looks like. And then a little bit of cardboard here. I don't want to dig too far down. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, there's definitely still some parties happening down here. So I will leave you guys be. Sorry to disrupt you all. I'm going to try and cover up as much of the food as possible. Okay, interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Now, just for comparison's sake, because you know how I like to check, this is pretty low down. In regards to how full it is. And, we're always measuring from pretty much the top of the soil line to here. So, interesting. Okay, well, there's definitely still some activity and breaking down going on here. I'm not mad about that at all. I think I'm just going to take, like, a little scoop, which hopefully doesn't have any friends in it. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it can. All right. Friends? You think that's enough? Maybe we'll try to get a little bit more in there. Oops, sorry, the other friend. I think that's almost as much as we had before. I'm just going to put it here. We'll put that in our higher up bin in a second, or top tier. But let me just even this out a little bit. But this is definitely not ready to go out in the yard because there's still a lot of friends in here. And, you know, I guess I could put it out in the yard like this with, like, you know, some potato peelings. And, I don't think they're ever going to break this down. This banana husk thing has been in here forever. But, like, they could eat stuff. It's not like anybody's prime food, especially with this bedding and stuff here. So I don't know if it's wet because the tray from above is dripping down on it. I feel like it's a little too evenly distributed though for that. So I'm just gonna leave them be. I'm gonna put my camera back here. Thought I had a better angle for you, sorry. All right, well, it's only for a second. We'll fix that in a minute. And then we'll take our other top tray, put it back on here. Nice and snug, not moving around at all. And just so you guys can see, barely left any dirt here, so happy about that. Well, let's see what we're gonna do here. No, Wally, no eating your brother's food. Hello. We're checking on the worms. That's what we've been doing. All right. Uh-oh. Interesting. Interesting. Haven't had that much cardboard stuck to the top. I might have overfilled it, I suppose. Okay. So let's take a look-see here. Okay, well, right off the bat, haven't had that happen before. Not sure that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's not good. So before I just rub that further, I think I'm gonna go grab like a paper towel or something to, yeah, that doesn't look good. But yeah. All right, so I think I'm gonna try and scoop this. Weird web substance into a garbage bag. I pretty much disintegrated, I feel like, so I'm not, I don't know. I got some of it. All right, well, that wasn't expected. Turned out to like collapse into that, so I think I must have not got all of it, but we're gonna throw that out just in case. Unless you, I mean, like there's a little bit of it here and there. I don't know if that's a spider's web. I don't know if that's like a mite committee meeting happening. Hey. But let me show you. All right, so, still pretty full in here. There's definitely plenty of bedding on the top because I was worried I wasn't going to get enough bedding in here to cover everything. Oh, look, there's more of it over here. Okay, let's try. I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try and I'll put the camera down. Oops, sorry guys. And then here, we'll zoom in to that spot so you can watch. Feel like we're doing bin surgery over here. Maybe I'll just like pick it up. I don't know if you can see that. It's not focusing. All right, doesn't matter. I don't see anything moving on it, but I don't know that I like the idea of that either. All right, we will resume our normally scheduled feeding. Now maybe that's just mold and like dirt, just, you know, got stuck in it as guys wriggled through it. I don't know, there's definitely plenty of folks down here. I'm not seeing a lot of, like, yeah, you can see the carrot scraps. There's like a banana peel here. It does have quite a few friends underneath it. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the garbage trucks are coming through, so puppies might get excited. Okay, there's some carrot eaters down here. I'm trying to preserve as much of this bedding as possible. This middle area doesn't have, like, there's some eggshells in here. I don't know if you guys can see, probably not, sorry. There's some eggshells in here, but I'm not seeing a lot of food. I think there's a little bit of maybe carrots, something. I think I'm going to use this evidently trough here that I've made, tunnel, as our feeding area for this week, and I'm going to try and focus that with food. But before I do, I'm going to put this scoop full of goodies down from our bin below. Okay, I just took some of the Brussels sprouts from this bag here. We bought some that were just really not suited to be in here. So I have still some Brussels sprouts on the top here, some bananas, but I kind of want them to have like a little bit of non-liquidy food, which I'm not, that's why I'm not taking all the Brussels sprouts out, because it is pretty wet in there. So let's get back into position, make sure you guys can see exactly how much we're feeding them. And yes, there is a lemon peel, or actually that's a lime peel, and it's a key lime from my garden, and I was under the impression that they are okay with the more sweeter citrus, so we're gonna try it. Worst case scenario, they don't eat it. Those probably should have been broken up. Okay, so they got some food. I wouldn't consider this a lot of food. Oh, look, we got some little spinach. We'll throw this on here. Definitely still quite a bit of food left, though. So, I don't want to put too much more in than that. Okay, to show you guys exactly how full it is, though. Here it is. So we're going to put a little bit of their existing bedding over it. So I don't, like, I want to, you guys have watched me, or if you haven't been watching me, I like to make sure everything's covered, and I really do believe that's why I don't have as many bug problems. But on the other hand, I don't want them to end up with too much bedding. Or they don't have enough room for food because there's so much bedding in here they have to work on. So I'm trying to work on giving them like a little bit less bedding than I maybe normally would, like maybe not as thick. So we just have one little sprinkle, and I know that's what I say every time, but I think that's going to be enough. So when I put the cover back on, it should set pretty nicely. Then we'll check on them again. So next week, at this point, I do have my name on the email sign up from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm for the tier expansion, because obviously, I've got bags of food and not enough worms. So I plan on, as soon as they offer the expansion, getting that and utilizing that to, add 2, I think it comes in tiers of 2. So hopefully that'll be a thing soon, and they'll have them back in stock. I'm hoping because the holidays are coming up, they're gonna, replenish. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just leave my little worms over here, unless, I don't know what else to do for them. I'm not sure why they're not eating as much. I don't know, maybe I'm just feeding them too much. I suspect the reason is ultimately, now that we know, I kind of wish I checked earlier, so they migrated, but most of them migrated, but not all of them migrated, and I think that might be contributing to why they're not eating as much. So, newbie learning moment here, right, Wally? Wally doesn't agree, but doesn't matter. Now we know, even though we're a couple weeks into the migration from the bottom tier to the upper tier, we clearly saw that there was plenty of guys still at the bottom hanging out. So, and we didn't even look that hard. So maybe that's why they're not eating as much up here. Who knows? But nevertheless, we're going to feed them a little bit less than normal. So if you are migrating tiers, the takeaway here is maybe ease into the feeding on the top tier and see how they consume it, because it's not necessarily going to be the same as the booming tier you might have been on before. All right, guys. Thanks for following along on this journey. It's been really exciting. I hope you enjoy watching these videos and seeing the progress that these little Wormingtons are making. And thanks for watching the puppies with me. And if you want to see what I'm doing with some of my black gold or the worm compost tea, I have a whole Instagram that I post the butterflies I'm releasing, the fruit that I'm picking, like that key lime, all sorts of fun stuff that we're doing in the fall garden in Florida here. I'm sharing as I'm going. So feel free to check me out on there. I'll have more regular updates on those types of things than on my YouTube, obviously, because it's easier just to snap a pic and share with you guys. So if you want to see real-time updates of what's going on in the garden or even the puppies, or, I'll ask questions, that's the best way to get information and ask questions. So that's at Gardening with Alessandra, just like the channel you're on now, except for on Instagram. See you guys over there. Thanks so much for watching.